Right now, a hidden bias in your brain is quietly siphoning off nearly 40% of the money you intend to save. You're not alone. Almost everyone underestimates how much today's spending robs their future self, and that's why you save far less than you actually plan. Welcome to Finance Channel, where we unpack the psychology behind your money decisions. The studies, the patterns, the quiet traps. If you've ever wondered why you do what you do with money, you're in the right place. Payday, you log in, see the number, and instantly do the math. $300 to savings. This time it's not just a thought, it's a firm decision. This month you're absolutely certain it'll stick. You picture the transfer, the growing balance, the promise to your future self has never felt more real. You're just about to move money into your savings account. Then your phone lights up. A notification, your favorite band, the one you've loved for years, just announced a surprise concert. Tickets on sale right now, limited time, limited quantity. It feels like a once-in-a-lifetime chance. The urge to buy hits instantly. Right after you spend, a voice says, "Don't worry, this is a one-time thing. Next month you'll save more." And you believe it completely. The intention feels genuine because it is. You're not lying to yourself, you're just wired to overvalue now and undervalue later. That promise lets you off the hook instantly. So you give yourself permission, convinced next month will be different. It rarely is. Here's where the trap tightens. That $100 you didn't save this month, you promised yourself you'd start next month. But next month arrives and a new unexpected bill appears. The car needs tires, a friend's wedding. Every month manufactures its own emergency, pushing your future self's savings just over the horizon. The next month you're waiting for is a mirage. So let me ask you directly, do you genuinely believe you'll be more disciplined 3 months from now? Be careful. The research suggests you're telling yourself a comforting story. That future you doesn't magically gain willpower. You're just offloading pain to a person who will never show up. Your brain has a built-in flaw called present bias. It means right now feels intensely real and valuable to you, while any future moment, even your own, seems hazy and discounted. That future version of you feels like a stranger, so saving for them never feels urgent. Most people assume the future loses value predictably, like a gentle slope, but your brain doesn't work that way. Instead, it uses a curve that drops off a cliff the moment the present ends. Psychologists call this hyperbolic discounting. Present rewards feel overwhelmingly real, while a short delay makes future money seem almost worthless. Here's the uncomfortable truth. When you think about your future self, your brain doesn't treat it as you. Neural scans show the region that lights up for your own identity stays dim. Instead, the area that activates is the one you use to think about a stranger. You're literally saving for someone you don't recognize as yourself. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain treats your future self like a complete stranger. So when you save money, it doesn't feel like taking care of yourself later. It feels like handing cash to someone you've never met. And giving money to a stranger feels like a loss, so you spend it now instead. Your brain's reward system is wired for immediate payoff. A concert next weekend, you get a hit of dopamine just thinking about it. A retirement balance 30 years away, pure abstraction, no chemical kick. Your mind paints future security as hazy and weightless, while today's pleasure blazes with sensory detail. That's why the tickets feel visceral and retirement feels like a mirage. Here's the cruelest part. When you imagine saving more next month, you're not lying to yourself on purpose. Your planning brain honestly believes tomorrow's version of you will have iron willpower. That optimistic error isn't a fluke, it's a built-in forecasting defect that resets every time you make a budget. You'll always feel sincere about changing later, but later never comes. Remember your last tax refund, you swore it would go into savings. Then a weekend getaway, a new phone, a few nights out, and it evaporated. Birthday money, a raise, you filed it under future me. But when it hit your account, the present grabbed it first. Your brain treats today's want as urgent and tomorrow's security as imaginary. Assume you start saving $500 a month at age 25 instead of 30. That single 5-year head start compounds into an extra $250,000 by retirement. The math is ruthless. Every month you postpone, your future self loses thousands. Small compromises today don't feel expensive, but they quietly erase decades of growth. You've heard it all before: start early, compound interest, time in the market. Yet knowing the formula doesn't make you save more. The gap between understanding and action is where your brain gets hijacked. Coming up, we'll uncover why your rational mind never stood a chance. Inside your brain, two systems are locked in a quiet war. The hot system lives in your amygdala. It wants pleasure now, no questions asked. The cold system sits in your prefrontal cortex, methodically planning for the future. But here's the problem: when a desire shows up right in front of you, the hot system almost always fires faster, and it wins. Think of willpower like a battery. Every choice you make today, what to eat, what to wear, whether to check your phone, drains it. By evening, when you finally face the decision to save or spend, that battery is often dead. You can't rely on a resource that depletes every day. It's a losing strategy. Your brain already favors now over later, and the modern world is designed to exploit that. Algorithms learn your spending triggers and remove every last bit of friction. One-click purchase buttons sit exactly where your impulse lives. They're not just selling convenience, they're systematically eliminating your window for rational thought. This wasn't an accident, it's a trap engineered around your own psychology. Think of the last time you told yourself, "This is it, just one more, then I'll start saving." Maybe it was that concert ticket, the designer bag, the weekend trip. What was that purchase? Drop it in the comments. Share the story behind it. FOMO isn't just about missing a party. It's the pang you feel when you're about to miss a chance to feel good today. Social media and limited time offers weaponize this. The pain of missing out hits you instantly. It's visceral. Future regret stays abstract. So you buy the thing and your future self pays the price. But there's a second, quieter sabotage. Most spending isn't just transaction, it's identity signaling. That concert ticket, you're not just buying a seat, you're buying the version of you who's adventurous, cultured, and has stories to tell. Saving threatens that self. It feels like erasing the person you've carefully built. And that makes spending feel non-negotiable. You tell yourself it's just a small indulgence. But each "I'll save later" doesn't feel like a sacrifice. It feels like no decision at all. Stack enough of those non-decisions and you wake up to a future with fewer choices, more stress, and a quiet panic. That so-called treat was never a gift, it was a trade. And you're the one giving up decades of freedom for a series of moments you can't even remember. So how do you fix it? Make your future self real. One study, seeing an age-progressed photo doubled retirement allocations. Another, writing a letter to your future self lifted savings rates over 30%. When that distant stranger feels like someone you know, present bias weakens. You stop discounting your own future. You start looking out for that person you finally met. But when that concert notification lights up your phone again, will a photo of your future self really stop you? Chances are no. The impulse is faster than the image. To win, you can't rely on willpower. You need a system that makes saving automatic before you get the chance to spend. Your present bias will always hijack a conscious decision. So remove the decision. Automatic transfers are a pre-commitment device that makes saving the default. Money moves before the hot system fires, invisible to your spending brain. You can't spend what you don't see, and your future self quietly wins. The result, savings grow without a daily battle. Your brain feels a sting when you pay with cash. It's called the pain of paying. Credit cards numb that sting, making spending effortless. To save more, reintroduce friction. Use a separate account for non-essential purchases that's just inconvenient enough to access. That small hurdle forces awareness and makes you think twice. Here's how to turn present bias against itself. Pick one pleasure you genuinely look forward to, a podcast, a fancy coffee, and only allow yourself to enjoy it while you're moving money into savings. You're not depriving yourself. You're bundling a treat with a future reward, so your brain starts craving the act of saving itself. That phrase, "I can't afford it," frames saving as a door slamming shut. But rephrase it, "I'm choosing to buy my future self more time, dignity, and options." Suddenly, saving stops feeling like deprivation and starts feeling like a purchase, one that buys you freedom, not sacrifice. You're not denying yourself, you're investing in the life you'll actually want to live. Cut through present bias with the October 10th 10 rule. Before you buy that $300 concert ticket, ask, how will you feel in 10 minutes? Thrilled. In 10 months? You'll barely remember the set list. In 10 years, that $300 invested at 7% becomes nearly $1, $200. The excitement fades, the future cost compounds. I want you to try something. Next time you're about to buy a treat over $50, stop. Wait one full day. Then ask, would the future version of me say yes? Run this experiment for a month. Watch how many impulse buys quietly fade. Then report back and tell me what you noticed. Here's the pivot. The story you tell yourself shapes every money choice. If your identity is, I'm bad with money, that script plays out. But call yourself a saver, a future-oriented person, and suddenly that concert ticket feels less like who you are. Your behavior follows your self-narrative. Change the label, change the outcome. Take a deep breath and imagine your future self at 70, sitting right there across from you. Look into their eyes. They smile and say, thank you for the $300 you saved when you were younger. It gave me options, security, peace of mind. That future person isn't a hypothetical. They are being shaped by every spending choice you make right now. Today's small sacrifice is their gift. Willpower is a trap. Lasting change comes from designing systems that make the right choice effortless. Automate your savings so you never see the money. Add friction to spending, delete saved cards, enforce a 24-hour rule. Make your future self vivid, name them, picture them, and shift your identity. You're not depriving yourself. You're the kind of person who builds freedom. That's how you beat the bias. This isn't about never spending again. You'll still grab those concert tickets. And that's fine. The real problem is the gap between what you intend to save and what you actually do. When you consciously choose to spend on experiences, you close that 40% gap because you're acting with intention, not just defaulting to now. That glitch will never vanish completely. But now you see it and you can route around it. Your future self isn't a stranger you can ignore. They're a teammate counting on you. When you make a choice today, you're not just spending money, you're handing them a tool or a burden. Make it a partnership, and the gap between plan and action shrinks. The next time you catch yourself thinking, I'll just start saving next month, stop. Recognize the glitch. That small delay you choose today doesn't just shift money, it shifts entire years of your life away from the person you're supposed to become. So ask yourself, whose life are you actually living right now? Yours, or the one you're quietly borrowing from a stranger you'll never meet? If this gave you a new lens on your own money behavior, consider subscribing. There's a new one every Tuesday and Friday. Share it with someone you'd want to talk this through with. And as always, the work isn't in earning more, it's in understanding why you spend the way you do.